Well, forget about the grocery store. I started with my bedroom and my bathroom and my shower. I came up with an entire bag of product that I need to replace. It either has 1, 2, 3, or the entire list of ingredients are things that are on my severe, moderate, and mild list that I cannot have. Right down to my toothpaste. My toothpaste is mint flavored. I can have spearmint, but I can't have mint. My shampoo and my conditioner have aloe in it, as well as I can actually use my sunscreen. My sunscreen is a go, but my recovering lotion, should I get a sunburn, has aloe in it, as are probably all of those types of lotions going to have in it. But shame on me if I get a sunburn, because with my BRCA2 and my rosacea, I'm supposed to stay out of the sun anyway. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue for me, that I'm not going to need that. But come on, I need shampoo, I need conditioner, and I do need a sunscreen. Well, the sunscreen was fine, so I'm good with the sunscreen. I want to point out that my videos are not scripted, so when I reviewed a few of mine, I've caught myself on a couple of things. Number one, I wasn't really positive if a medical or healthcare professional had to be the one to order the lab test. And after I researched that, I did actually go to the lab in Florida's website, and you can actually correspond directly with the lab in Florida. And if you're interested in that, you can comment me and I will respond back. Just comment from the video, or if you know me, obviously you can get a hold of me. So the lab in Florida will actually work with you in a lab in your area. They'll let you know where you can go to get your blood drawn, but they will ship you what tubes and such that are necessary for you to bring to that lab, and then they'll have it. I'm not sure if you have to ship it or if they'll have the lab that they're working with for you ship it to them. I'm not really quite sure how that works, but you can call them and get all the information, and they actually have a nutritionist that you can talk to over the phone. It might have cost me less money to do it that way, but from what I just said, first of all, some of those ingredients on my little tiny tubes of hair product, number one, it taxes a over 50-year-old's eyesight. Plus, I don't know half of that stuff, and I was able to take pictures and send it to my nutritionist. Now, they might allow you to do that as well, but I like having the one-on-one contact with my nutritionist. She immediately got back to me and is actually the one that told me that my sunscreen is fine, but all this whole big bag of everything else, she was the one that let me know that those needed to be replaced. And she has given me other product that I can use, so I just have to purchase those. So the legwork, I had to go through all of my, cupboards and my dresser and everything and accumulate it all, take all the pictures, send it to her. But she really pretty much did all the legwork. I'm not sure that the Florida lab would get that intricate with you, but maybe they will, and it might cost less to do it that way. I'm happy I have my one-on-one nutritionist. So that said, I need to correct myself as well that you don't need to work with a medical or healthcare professional to get this lab completed. But what they are saying is they do recommend that if you do have any kind of disease process going on or an autoimmune disorder that you're working with a health or medical professional, they're saying don't stop working with them, that the diet isn't meant to be used without their assistance, because obviously they know you, they know what's going on with you biologically, and they certainly don't want to interfere with any of that. So that is one correction. The other is when I listen to myself, again, I'm unscripted, so I realized that the way I talked about my rosacea, it sounds like that's an autoimmune disorder. It's not. psoriasis that's a skin condition, that's an autoimmune disorder, but rosacea is actually an inflammatory disease, and they do find that in people that actually have other autoimmune disorders. They don't have to, but it's really common. Rosacea is common in people, men and women, that have other autoimmune disorders. And I do. I have Meniere's disease, which is a middle ear disease. And I also have Raynaud's disease, which is trouble with my circulation to my hands and my feet. And I have other ones. So I just wanted to make those couple of corrections. And I also want to say that I did go to the grocery store. I didn't buy anything because I'm going to be honest, I got extremely overwhelmed. Here's one simple example. So I was really excited. Summer is coming, and on my goal list is onions, tomatoes, and bell peppers. I can have red, green, yellow, orange bell peppers. So I'm thinking, wow, and I can have mango. So I'm thinking salsa, yum. And it's fresh, springy, it's refreshing, it's a nice little snack. But where I got tripped up here is I can't have corn, so that means I can't have corn chips. I can have quinoa, so I'm like, oh, I know they make quinoa chips. The quinoa chips that I actually have purchased, and I just love them, have chia seeds in them. So I can't have chia seeds. So I'm really struggling, or was struggling. Another reason for my nutritionist that I'm happy to have. I was really getting frustrated. I went to 4 different grocery stores. In all 4 stores, I found nothing that I could use as a party chip for my idea of, fresh salsa. And so I emailed my nutritionist, let her know how frustrated I was, and I was getting a little overwhelmed. And she very quickly emailed me back and said, hold on, no problem. There is such thing as garbanzo flour. I can have garbanzo beans, which shocked me. I can actually have a pretty good amount of beans. I always seemed to get gassy from beans before, so I thought it was the beans. I love black beans and rice, and every time I eat that, I would just literally blow up like a balloon and just wait for my stomach to open and have this alien pop out. My goodness, my stomach would just get so bloated from what I thought was the black beans. Well, guess what? It wasn't. It was the rice. I can't have rice. So I can't have brown rice. I can't have regular rice. I can have wild rice, but I can't find any chips that don't have either chia seeds, brown rice, white rice, or potato starch. I can't have white potato. So I can have a sweet potato chip, but that doesn't cut it with fresh salsa. So she assured me that this garbanzo flour, she says she makes it all the time. You just mix it with water. She said it's really a cheap flour to purchase, and it's very easy to use. You just mix it with water, and depending on how much water you add, depends on the consistency of your dough, to make a pizza crust or a flatbread, or very thin for a tortilla. And of course, if you make a tortilla, you can cut it in squares, or in triangles rather, squares if you want, but because you're making it fresh, all your own, and bake it, and there you go. You got your chip. She assures me that it's fine. Add some sea salt, and I can't have black pepper, but I can have other seasoning, and I can season it. Garlic. No, oh my gosh, I can't have garlic. Oh God, I can't have garlic. But I can have onion powder and onion salt and celery salt, and I can make it flavorful. I'm just gonna, you know what? I am gonna have to make this work. So I just wanted to point out that you don't have to have a nutritionist, and if you go through the lab, they actually have a nutritionist you can consult with on the phone. I don't know what the limitations are in that, but I am very happy that I went with my nutritionist. Again, when I meet her in a few days, when I meet her again, she's going to be doing all of my measurements, and that's going to help me realize help give me even more indication as to whether or not this is working for me for my weight portion of why I want to be doing this. It's mostly for my health and wanting to be able to eat well. So if, you know, I already told you I have BRCA2 predisposition for a list of cancers. So if I don't figure out getting my immune system is on track and as healthy as possible, I am just never going to survive this. In fact, I actually get to have my port out tomorrow, which is amazing. I'm so excited. The reason why I say that is it's been 3 years since my second round of my cancer coming back. When I first asked my oncologist to have it removed, he literally said, "Why would you do that?" Not something you want to hear from your oncologist. So I asked, "Well, are you really thinking it's going to come back?" And he's like, "Unfortunately, you have the type of cancer and your cell type, yeah, it's probably going to come back." So I went a couple of years now, and I just saw him 2 months ago, and he actually was a month ago, excuse me, and I asked him again, and he's like, "You know, I knew you were going to ask that question." Sure. I was like, "Wait, what? You'll take it out?" And he's like, "You want me to take it out? I'll take it out. It's not worth the fight anymore." And I had just said to him, "Dr. It's cost me so much money to have this port flushed every 2 months. I have to have it flushed, that I would have a really nice down payment for a really nice car if I could get this out. So, and if you take it out, and God forbid, please it doesn't happen, but God forbid my cancer comes back again, then I'm going to meet my deductible and you're going to be paid for, the port's going to be paid for, so what's the difference?" He laughed and said, "I said, you want it out? I'll take it out. I get it out tomorrow." I'm so excited. And then I just have to pray. And this diet will hopefully help me to finally get my immune system back up where it needs to be. There's so many symptoms that I have that it's going to be very obvious to me whether or not this works or not. My brain fog, my fatigue, my weight gain, my low energy level. I can go on and on and on. Bloating, gas, the whole thing. I've got so many symptoms that it's going to be pretty evident whether or not this works or not. And I'll keep you posted.